This is the moment of the truth. This is the sound, shuff. Good afternoon, guys. Today we're gonna prepare a classic Roman recipe from Italy, from Rome or from Lazio. It's a classic cacio e pepe. There are too many different school of thinking, but I prefer to do the more classic way possible. Okay, in a mortar we're gonna break black pepper. I prefer breaking the mortar because I don't warm up the black pepper, so the black pepper don't waste all the humor. In the meantime, I'm gonna boil the water to make the pasta. When you add the salt, be careful because this pasta is a bit sour, so you can add a quantity less than normal, less than usual, to avoid come over salted. Basically, this recipe is easy, but hide some secrets to achieve good results. For example, the important is this recipe is made with 3 ingredients: pepper, pecorino, and pasta. So you have to use the high quality product to achieve a good result. But the secret for this recipe is the cream, the emulsion you can make with the water and cheese. The first step is toast a bit the black pepper, but in the meantime we have to avoid to burn it. This is most important, the most important part. We can add just a bit of olive oil, just a bit. It must not burn. Okay. I toast just to take away all the humor of the pepper. After toast the smashed pepper, I'm gonna add a bit of water. This water helped me to create the emulsion. So basically here we go hot water, black pepper, and pinch of olive oil. Now I'm gonna cook the pasta. Water now is boiling, so we can put the pasta. I prefer to use dry pasta. We can use also egg pasta, but cacio e pepe needs a long cook pasta to create the emulsion with the gluten. So I think dry pasta is more indicate to create this emulsion. You can do also with the egg pasta, but dry pasta I think is better. So it's a choice. Okay, spaghetti are cooking, perfect. Now we're gonna calculate. Normally spaghetti they cook in 8, 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 11, 12. It depends from thickness of the pasta. Now I'm gonna cook for 5, 6 minutes and I'm gonna end in the pan and I add the pecorino cheese to create an emulsion. So now I'm gonna grate pecorino. When you grate pecorino, you have to grate in a gentle way without press too much. You don't press too much because otherwise here you're gonna stay all the pecorino. Pecorino when you grate should be like snow. Okay, now time pass. It's time to strain the pasta and put here. Okay, now pasta is here and I'm gonna end the cooking. You can see pasta is still al dente, very al dente. But the secret is this, hot water. This is called pasta risottata. It's like a sort of risotto with the pasta. You cook like a risotto. Instead of the stock, you use the boiling water. At the end of this cooking, the pasta must be a bit runny, not too dry. Runny because we have to add cheese. And we need the liquid to make the emulsion. Otherwise, we should add another bit of water. There are people I saw around the world, when they cook the pasta to cool down straight away the temperature, they move the pasta in another container, in a cold container, for example, and they put straight away the cheese inside and they create the emulsion. For example, a glass container to cool down straight away the pasta. The most weird way I saw to cool down the pasta, I remember in France there was a chef was really crazy, and they put a clothes and ice on the clothes and another clothes and put the pot straight away on the ice. Was really weird, but it works. Actually, it works. Every one of us find his proper way, his own way. Yeah? Pasta is finished cooking now. The cooking is almost done. It's still al dente, but I prefer to leave it al dente. I don't like overcooked pasta or white pasta. No, we have to respect the product to have a good results. Another bit of water and that's it. The pasta is ready. We taste. Just a bit of salt. Okay, perfect. So now this is the moment of the truth. I cool down the temperature of the pasta and I move here and I add the pecorino. When the temperature a bit cooling down, the temperature must not be so hot. The best temperature is between 55 and 65 degrees. This is the sound, shuff. Okay, we're gonna plate up. If you want, when you plate up, you can add on the top a bit of pecorino if you want. This is the cream. I'm gonna plate up now. As you can see, this is no liquid, this is the emulsion. I create the perfect emulsion. This pasta is absolutely spicy, so be careful when you eat, okay? This is my spaghetti cacio e pepe.